Hi everyone. So today it's 29th of April and 5 o'clock, and I'm going for the part-time job because I've got a shift, and we'll be heading towards that direction. So let's go. So now I'll be heading towards my workplace through the Clyde by crossing this entire route by walk because I love to walk along the Clyde. And this is casino, and the probably this is headquarters of Barclays in Scotland, and these famous other buildings and the Clyde. So just about my part-time job. My part-time job is not a regular one because my master's program is full-time, and it is quite difficult to manage regular part-time jobs. So I'm doing as and when I am available. Only then I'll be doing. And even today it's roughly 4.5 hour shift, and the wage rate for today is 11 pounds, so that will be roughly 49 pounds plus 50 pence, so that will be like 1 to 2 weeks of my groceries, and that is fine. I mean, not in strenuous sort of work, not interfering with my studies assignments as in when. And even today I'm fasting, so I might not might, but definitely I'll be breaking my fast over there, and I'll take food in case there is some halal food, but if not, then I'll just break the fast and take some meal back to my accommodation. Here it's a lovely view. Everyone is enjoying along the river Clyde. Some of them just chit-chatting and some just cycling, walking, and I'm also walking towards my workplace. And this is a lovely view of Clyde, so refreshing and energetic. And these are the apartments across the Clyde. They're very beautiful. They give a very beautiful view of the river and waterside. And this is just over there, Marriott Hotel, and many different hotels of Glasgow. So it's all the time a lovely, fantastic place to take a walk. Even for instance, during my early days when I arrived over here, I used to take 8 to 10 kilometers of walk every single day, and I never felt any sort of exhaustion because it's lovely. Neat and cleanliness is worthwhile, worth enjoying every single time. So in case somebody is coming over here, do your best not to opt for cash in hand jobs. And cash in hand jobs are those jobs which are technically illegal, because legally you are allowed to work for just for 20 hours. If you exceed beyond 20 hours, then the employer as well as the employee, if caught by the home office authorities, then they might take serious punitive action for violating T4 visa rules. But in case you're not violating, that is fine. But what happens that is beneficial to the employees, because it is sort of exploitation. Normal minimum wage rate is 9.5 pounds, so they might hire you at 6 or 7 pounds. So do your best not to do so, because there it is purely exploitation. Mostly the desi guys are at the forefront to hire employees on cash in hand basis, because they don't have to pay or contribute to national taxations or any other sort of injury in case the employee has been injured at the workplace. That is why mostly they are hiring cash in hand, offering cash in hand jobs. So never opt for them, because that is terrible exploitation. I have never done terrible job and never will do that, because I'm just doing as an hand job. And but do you must, when you're coming here in the UK as a student, must go for the jobs, because that will help you to acquaint with the local culture, local people, as well as different people who are your co-workers. Otherwise you don't get these opportunities. So today is Friday. After the class I'm going for job. I'll be going tomorrow as well, and on Sunday as well. 3 consecutive days a week without any sort of exploitation, and that will be more than enough earning for me. Quite reasonable, without any sort of exploitation or pressure. It will also not be physically strenuous. Moreover, you will also not be taking any sort of risk with regard to home office. And this is hotel just beside the Clyde. It's a lovely, beautiful hotel. It must be quite expensive, needless to say, keeping in view its location. For instance, while doing the part-time job, last week I met someone who was from Glasgow University, and he got fully funded scholarship at the McGill University for PhD. His name was Steven. Yeah, Steven. Later on we were together at another shift, so I've sought further details from Steven with regard to his PhD scholarship. I will be sharing the details once I'll be home. Thereafter myself searched as well after seeking all these details from Steven. So Steven will be pursuing his doctorate from McGill University on a fully funded scholarship that covers tuition fees and stipend as well, insurance as well. Yeah, and in return he will just be teaching one subject, so that's the best thing. And just over there, that is the BBC Scotland headquarters. Yeah, it is the best ever location, because it's just beside the Clyde River, and it must be giving a very beautiful view from the BBC offices. And just over there, this is Hilton Hotel, and just beside Hilton, just opposite to Hilton, there is another 5-star hotel, and I think it is Radisson sort of hotel. And these sort of triangles, sort of apartments. So their architecture is marvelous. And the taller building just over there, that is Crown Plaza Hotel. And people here mostly mind their own business. They are not bothered by the nitty-gritties or problems of others. They don't want to indulge in any sort of controversy. Everyone is friendly. Just say hi to everyone. Strike conversations. They wouldn't mind. I can recall my first day when I was here for the first time. I just landed at the airport, and from Joy Square I did not have the internet connectivity, so I asked everyone the way towards my accommodation. They just opened their mobiles and found the way for me. I asked multiple people, they were quite welcoming and kind. So the best thing about the West is they are very particular about laws, rules, regulations. I personally encountered a number of situations where I can vouch that yeah, they do abide by rules and regulations. Not all the time, obviously there are some exceptions. Not some, there must be a huge exceptions, but to a large extent they do not compromise with regard to implementation of laws. And unlike Pakistan, where very unfortunately rules, regulations and laws are just on paper, which is very unfortunate, and that is the primary culprit for whatever is happening right over there, and which is very unfortunate. And here everyone is friendly. Just ask anyone passing through, passerby, hi, everyone will be very friendly towards you, and strike conversations with them, discuss anything, ask them anything, but mostly they mind their own business. They will not be indulging gossiping. I can recall my days here back university, where we used to sit over a cup of tea for longer hours. So that is good when we are there, but here time is money, so we have to spend very wisely and carefully. That is Ovo Hydro. I'm exactly not sure what's that about, but some sort of Ovo Hydro, maybe some sort of plant, a factory sort of this stuff. And this is a very beautiful infrastructure. I don't know what's that, but it's a very beautiful architecture. Even there are hundreds of years old buildings here in Glasgow, and a very hilly sort of ways. And this is BBC headquarters, BBC Scotland headquarters, just beside lovely Clyde. And fortunately I'll be on time. I was expecting I might be late for some few minutes, but so I was expecting that I might be late, but fortunately I'm on time. And even when I worked over here last time, my supervisor, she was a very nice person. When it was fast breaking time, I just asked her that can I go for 5-minute break to break my fast. She gladly said please go. And not only that, but also I got some delicious food as well over there. There was halal chicken, so we can take here chicken in case it's halal. And other than chicken, vegan or vegetarian food, but we need to be a bit careful since I'm very particular about that. Wow, what a beautiful sky view. I'm loving my time over here. It's worthwhile and enjoyable, so I'm enjoying all the time. And BBC, yes. So this is Bales Bridge. I think it must be mentioned somewhere. So Bales Bridge, we can cross this Bell Bridge towards the BBC headquarters. And I'm just close to my workplace, so now I'll go to report to my manager, and I just need to check in and check out when I'm leaving. So these boys are throwing some sort of stones with an effort whether they are able to cross to the other side of Clyde or not, but they are not that lucky enough. Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing?
You're chucking stones, obviously.
Hi, welcome back. So I just returned back from my part-time job, and when I was returning back, a friend of mine who is from India, Sumit Podar, he was accompanying me. That is why I couldn't show you the way back, but it was nice. So we met for the first time, and it was lovely to have worked. It's some decent place, and now we will be heading towards Andrew Uri halls of residence, where a friend of mine has prepared me for food. So I'll be moving towards the Andrew Uri halls. So even though I took some food at my workplace as well, because the chef was Muslim, so I asked him that I need to take some halal food. Is there anything? So fortunately, Chef Modu prepared food, halal chicken for me, and that was delicious. So later on, when I went to thank Chef Modu, so I asked him what's his name. So he said he was from Gambia, an African country. So I asked Modu, can he spell his name for me? So he said Modu Modu. So later on, he informed me that his wife's parents are also from Pakistan, Lahore. So that was a coincidence, and then we had a nice chit chat for a while. And yeah, another friend of mine, Moaz is also working over there as full time. He is from University of Glasgow. So Moaz was basically from Lahore. Then he lived in Karachi, and then he is now living in Islamabad. So Moaz, we took Aftari together. He's also a very good friend of mine. We met twice. This was the second time we accidentally came across. And so last time when we were together, so we shared the exchanged our numbers. So suddenly today when I was moving, he called me, Amjad Bhai, and then we had very nice chit chat, and we had Aftari together as well. And then I invited Moaz to come to my accommodation, and we'll be having dinner or lunch together. So Moaz said he's busy this week, so he'll be coming towards me after next week. So and then his parents will also be visiting Moaz over here in Glasgow, and then they will be returning back to Turkey because his sister is living in Turkey. So it was very nice to chat with Moaz. I had enjoyed. And secondly, another interesting story is there was a guy working over there. So from his external appearance, uh, he seemed to be a Pakistani. We were busy. He was doing his job. I was doing my job. So, but I knew that he seems to be a Pakistani. Later on, when I was free, just leaving my shift, I went to that person and I asked him, "Hey, bro, how are you doing?" So he said, "Good, man." So I told him that I'm Jed. So he said, "Oh, you're Pakistani." I told him, "Yes, I am Pakistani, and you are too. I know." So he said, "How do you know?" Then we started speaking in Urdu that भाई कुछ भी हो हम देसी दूर से एक दूसरे को पहचान लेते हैं. कुछ भी हो तो देन आई टोल्ड हिम दैट भाई मैंने आपको देख के ही पहचान लिया था कि मेरा भाई है, लेकिन मैंने सोचा कि जब फ्री होते हैं तो फिर मैं आपको पकड़ देता हूँ. Then we had a nice chit chat and we exchanged the numbers. So I told him that let's catch up whenever you are free. Uh, but his name was Yaqub. Yes, he was from Sawat, Pakistan, KPK. So I told him that a friend of mine from Qaidism University was also from Sawat. So Yaqub said he's from University of Stirling. So Stirling is a bit far away from Glasgow. So I asked him how come is it possible for him to stay in Glasgow and to go to Stirling from Glasgow to Stirling and come back. And he's living in Glasgow. So he said all of his classes are online. So he had been to Stirling for a while. Stirling is a very beautiful city. Someday I'll be visiting there and will make videos as well, because I'm planning to visit Edinburgh. I had the opportunity to go to Edinburgh last time when I was going to Karachi in Feb. So, but that was just to the airport, because I boarded the bus and then I arrived at Edinburgh International Airport, and then when I was returning back, uh, again I did not visit the city because I had all that luggage. But this time I'm trying to visit these 3 cities. One Edinburgh, second Dundee, and the third is Stirling. Stirling is a very beautiful city, and also Aberdeen as well. I'll be visiting Aberdeen as well. These 4 cities, yes, and Perthshire, Inverness, Ayrshire. These are worth visiting places. Scotland is damn beautiful. So that is the best to have come over here and explore and do networking. And I just recalled when I was returning back from Karachi in March, there was a person, he was some sort of Siddiqui from Karachi. I forgot his name. So we exchanged the numbers. So he is also pursuing his masters from Heriot Watt University in Edinburgh. So we exchanged the numbers, but I have not contacted him, neither he contacted back to me. So nevertheless, I'll call him maybe tomorrow, because he might be off to bed early. But certainly I will call him, because keeping in touch with different people is the best thing whenever we are far away from our home countries, to keep in touch with different people. Some of them will be definitely good friends of us. For instance, a friend of mine who is from India, we accidentally came across through the group, and we are in touch, and he's a very good friend of mine now. So we are all the time in touch, most of the time. So networking is very essential, and that's all so far. So I'll be heading towards Andrew Halls to visit Talha. So I went to my friend's accommodation at Andrew Halls. That is just over there. Just over there, yes. And now I'm heading back towards my accommodation, Merchant City House, and the weather is cold, and it's a lovely weather, and I'm exhausted as well, because I came back from part-time job and a bit sleepy as well. So I'll just move back to my accommodation and will be rushing, and then I'll take rest. So look after yourself, and see you guys later on. Tata, bye.